Hello, ones. How y'all doing? Happy Thursday. If y'all hear some noise in the background, they are doing some major construction in my backyard. It's crazy because it's like my house is the only house that's being affected by this. But you know what? It's cool. Ain't going to stop our show or our flow. It has stopped me from recording during the day because they be so loud. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. But it's 5 o'clock and I think they're winding down. So we got some time to chat. As y'all can see, I set up a new little vibe for our live streams and I'm testing out a new little setup for filming too to make it more, comfy and clear because when I go live, it be looking real fuzzy and blurry. And I don't know if it bothers y'all, but I just want to, have a better viewing experience. Um, Let me do something really, really quick. Let me know how y'all's day is going on this beautiful Thursday evening. Ain't got nobody in the room. I want to talk about um I want to talk about how to keep going when you just don't feel like it. I have been sharing in a community tab for the last couple of days, probably just my feelings about, I guess, maybe just feeling alone on the journey and why I share the journey, with y'all. And there was just an outpouring of support. And I'm just so grateful for y'all because that's why I started this. Like, when I feel like giving up, I literally come on here and I watch videos of other women. I maintain my inspiration, if that makes sense. Like, so that's one thing. I make sure that I stay in community with people, even if they don't know they're a part of my community. I make sure that I stay in community with people, just checking in on different people's journeys and processes, even watching old videos, you know, because once you start feeling better and doing better, like I'm in a really good place in my healing journey, and this is the time when you'll start backsliding and doing stuff that you ain't got no business doing because it's like, oh, I feel good now, everything, I'm slimming down, everything is, where it's supposed to be, and then you'll be like, you'll slip up. And so I have to make sure that I'm not taking any steps back. I'm still juicing, I'm still eating the way that I'm supposed to be eating. But I'm glad that I shared that with y'all so that y'all could see, like the journey's not perfect and it is a lifelong, a lifelong decision and thing that you have to do. And you have to kind of not trick your mind, but you have to rewire your brain and rewire your mind, um and just bring it back to your awareness of why you started. Like, and then for me personally, when I'm thinking about eating something that I know is going to make me feel bad or it's going to like trigger what it is that I got going on, my body will tell me, like my spirit will tell me, like you have that inner voice inside of you that tells you just got to listen to it. Like we have an intuition, we just have to heed it. Because I know mine be going off like, girl, what is you doing? So yeah, you just can't ignore it, and that just be what it is. And especially like if you know that the stuff that you eat, or that you not working out or you not taking care of yourself is going to make you feel worse. Like I know in particular, like I don't want to have bad periods. That is the worst thing, to have 2 whole weeks of pain and like torture, back pain, heavy bleeding, not being able to go to work. I don't want to go back there. I do not miss that feeling. I do not want to deal with that ever again. And so I think about stuff like that. Like, what is this going to do to my body? And is it going to put me back over there on that bed, curled up in a bottle, asking my husband to bring me, a hot compress or something? I don't want to feel like that. So you just got to think about your why. Definitely think about your why. Stay in community. If I don't think that, like, I have people around me that know like what it is that I'm dealing with. Like my husband, like he keeps me accountable. He's like, you know, are you sure? Like he be on it. So I'm grateful for that. But you're not always going to have that somebody else to hold you accountable. You know what I mean? Like you got to be your own accountability partner. And in times like that, I be praying, y'all. Like I be praying. Gotta stay prayed up. Because I know for me, leaning on my own strength and my own everything, it can take a toll mentally, spiritually, emotionally. And so when I truly allowed God to be a part of this journey, that is when things really started to take a turn for me. So just staying prayed up. I lay in the bed, I lay on the floor, and I just pray over my body. Whenever I have any ailment that I am dealing with, like we shall overcome. Why did that song just pop in my head? I have absolutely no clue, family. Yeah, so there was another thing. So I said that did I say that somebody asked me this question in the comments? Miss Shelby asked me in the comments earlier, like, how do you stay mentally, on top of things? And it's just, all the things that I mentioned, plus, um, let me see. I don't like that it's not letting me. I'm sorry, y'all. Um, so community prayer, listening to your intuition and your inner voice. And yeah, I think that's it. What else did I say? Let me go back to the comment that I made earlier so that I can remind y'all of. Yeah, and if you fall off, just get back on. Like, it's okay. Like, the journey's not perfect at all. It is not perfect at all. And so don't beat yourself up. Give yourself grace when dealing with these type of things. Like you might feel like, oh, I'll never find relief. Yes, you will. You just got to give yourself time. It's not an overnight thing. Like it took me years of research and then a year of trial and error and testing things out to see what worked and what didn't. Then having to go to therapy. Then, life happened, planning a wedding. Like life, it is what it is. So just don't give up on yourself. That's the biggest thing. Just don't give up on you. Don't do that. Yeah. And then also another thing I mentioned was that I've been on this journey for so long that I've trained my mind and my body to just not desire things. And I prayed about it. I asked for God to change the desires of my heart. Because there would be times we would be out Like I remember we went to my friend's kid's birthday party, and it was nothing but pizza and cupcakes. And the pizza smelled so good. And I was like, oh my Lord. Like, I want a slice of that pizza right now just because it smells so good. But then I thought about being curled up in a ball in pain, crying with my back hurt. I was like, you know what? It ain't worth it. It is not worth it. So, stuff like that. I couldn't imagine. And then also, I remember like during the process, I had like tried to eat a piece of fish, and I knew I wasn't supposed to be eating this piece of fish, and I did, and it looked like a vein or something. I don't know. It looked like a worm, and that was enough for me. Like I was like, you know what? I'm good. Soon as I get turned off from something, you ain't never got to worry about me trying it again. So yeah, I'm not doing that. Um, so yeah, I guess everybody's still at work. Uh, I was hoping that more people would be here to chat with me, because it ain't no fun talking to yourself. So I'm probably going to get out of here. Um, I hope this helped somebody. Yeah, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.